So it's July 1st, super early in the morning. I am 5 days post-transfer. I've been testing and I'm not getting any positive tests. And I just feel like it didn't work. So I'm really emotional. I know it's early still, but I just feel like it didn't work. Because I just feel like I should be seeing something. I just feel like it should have been planted already, and I should be seeing something, a faint line, something on the test, and I'm not. So I take the beta test Friday. I just don't even have high hopes for it anymore, honestly. And it's just been bad ever since Friday. So I told you guys, like, when I posted the last video on Friday, there was something that happened that felt like a cruel joke. And ever since then, I just had a bad feeling. So my clinic called me on Friday. So Friday morning, I went to take blood, do a blood test for what I assumed was just progesterone and estrogen. That's all I was testing that day. So I wasn't expecting a call, because they don't call for that. It's just, they send you a text, let you know, hey, this is what it was. It looks good. Continue on doing what you're doing, whatever. So I'm sitting here working, minding my business, day's going good, and I get a call from my clinic, and she's like congratulating me and saying, and I'm just confused. I'm like, for what? Like, what are you congratulating me for? And she's like, you're pregnant. Your HCG numbers were 325, whoop whoop whoop. And I'm like, what? I wasn't expecting this. I thought you guys were testing for my progesterone and estrogen. Like, I didn't know you guys were doing that today. And she was like, yeah. Then she was just like, well, wait, let me see. And then she was like, okay, let me call the lab. And I'm like, okay. And then so I'm just sitting here like, what the? Now I don't know what to do with myself. Now I'm like, wait, am I pregnant? Wait, did they test HCG today? It's only the second day after my transfer. So now I'm like taking tests. And ever since then, I've been taking tests and they've all been negative. And it's just like, after that happened, that just really like, just fucked up my whole mood. And now I feel like because of that happened, well, not because of that happened, but ever since that happened, it's just been downhill from there. Like, I just feel like it didn't work. So, and it's like, I guess I'm just, all the videos of other people's experience when they were pregnant, they were able to see by 4 days post-transfer. And then especially 5 days, at least they had a faint line. Like, I didn't see anything. And I'm taking these first response pregnancy tests. I haven't recorded me taking them because I've started testing on Friday. Like, they've all been negative. I don't really feel like I have any symptoms. Like, I'm feeling like a pinch or something, tingling. I've had some cervical mucus, but like no other symptoms. I haven't bled. I haven't seen any implantation bleeding. Like, I don't know. I really do hope that when Friday comes, I'll look back on this and be like, I was just really, really going through it, but I'm pregnant for real. But I don't know. I'm just starting to try, I guess, preparing myself to have to do another transfer, which I really, really, really didn't want to do because I just don't want to. I mean, if I have to, I guess I'll do it again. I prepared myself for the possibility. That's why I wanted to have more embryos so that I'll be able to do that. But it's just like, oh my gosh. I don't know how much it's going to cost because I don't have any more cycles through progeny, and so am I going to have to start paying more up front and out of pocket that I'm not going to really be able to afford? Like, it's just not the ideal way. Of course, obviously, no one's ideal way would be to have to do another transfer. But I'm trying to find some positivity somewhere. But I'm not feeling it right now. I'm really not. Hey you guys, so it is basically PM of 5 days post-transfer. I'm feeling a little better than I was earlier today. I still feel the same, but just, not to the point of, wanting to cry about it. I emailed my navigator. I mean, not emailed, but text her, and she encouraged me a little bit, and so I'm just gonna do my best to still be hopeful until Friday. Still no real symptoms. I just, every now and then I have like this little, on the right side, I feel this like pinch, or I don't know how to describe it, but it just comes and goes. No spotting or anything. Earlier I felt like my mouth was watering, like, you know how when you feel like you're gonna throw up and your mouth waters, but I didn't necessarily feel nauseous. My mouth just was watering like that, like salivating like that. Super, super hungry today. Like, I feel, but I think that's probably just the estrogen and the progesterone, honestly, because I've been feeling hungry a lot lately, like just extra hungry. So yeah, we've gotten through the most part, the better half of today, Monday. Yeah, 4 more days to go. I'm glad that this is a holiday week, so I only have to work 3 days this week. I'm off Thursday and Friday. So I'm very happy about that. I think the thing that like really been messing with me is that like every person, like pretty much every person that I've like watched their experience after their frozen egg transfer or embryo transfer, they started testing and they were able to see like a line from day 4 and day 5, especially day 5. And it just seems like that's like the general consensus, even though I can't say that because it's based off of me seeing, maybe 4 or 5 different women who have went through this process. Like, there's just so many other, that doesn't account for all of the women that have, gone through this process, and maybe they didn't have any symptoms, or maybe they tested and weren't able to get a positive home test, but then when they went to their beta test, it was positive, and I don't know, but it's just, I think that's really what's messing with me. Like, so many of the videos that I've seen, people tested for day 5 and they were able to see something, whether the line was faint or not, they were able to see something. So that's definitely what's like fucking me up, because I'm like, I tested again a little bit earlier, this probably I want to say maybe like 3 p.m. and I still didn't see anything. So I'm just like, I honestly don't want to test anymore, because I just can't take it. Like, I can't take getting all the way up to the day before beta and still not seeing anything. Like, that just will like really, really confirm it for me. So I'm just going to try not to do any more tests. I might even just throw them away just so I'm not tempted to do it. I think that's what I'm going to do, because that's what's really been fucking me up. Like, not being able to get a positive home test or even see a faint line. I just feel like I should see something. But my body, everyone's body is different. And maybe there's just not enough HCG in my system yet, in my blood or in my urine just yet. I mean, that's the only thing that I can like hold on to make me feel better. But yeah, this is really, really rough. So I jumped the gun. I'm like, I asked my navigator, how soon can I try again? Because I'm just not feeling good about this. And she just was like, your numbers have been so good, and your lining, everything's just been so good. Don't get discouraged yet. And but if this doesn't work out the way that we hope, as soon as you start your period, we can have you back in for, to restart the process. So I just wanted to know, like, would they like make me wait a couple periods first, and so I feel good knowing that I'll be able to just start right away if that's something that I have to do. My biggest concern honestly is just how much it's going to cost me. Because even though I don't have a deductible or anything, I just don't know how it's going to work, because I'm not going to be able to use my progeny benefits, because I only had 2 cycles and I've used those up. So I just don't know, like, am I going to be having to pay up front? Like, that's the part that I'm just like, I don't think I'm going to be able to manage that. That's going to be an issue. But I'm going to, at least see if it does come down to that. I really, really hope it doesn't. But if it does, I'm just trying to be prepared, honestly. Get my crying out, get my heartbreak out of the way. So it's very, very hard, very difficult. But like I said, I'm going to do my best to remain hopeful until we get that confirmation on Friday. Because we're not like out of the game yet. Like, it's still very possible that I can be pregnant and just not seeing the HCG yet. Maybe the embryo implanted a little later than the 24 to 48 hours. I've heard mixed things, that it could take up to 5 days for the embryo to implant. So I guess it's just, who knows how my embryo decided or when my embryo decided to implant exactly. So If it did take the 5 days, then that would be today, and then that would mean I should probably begin to have some HCG in my system within the next couple of days. So, just gonna hope that that's the case. If not, just gotta try again. It really, really sucks. But hi guys, this is July 2nd. Officially 6 days post transfer. And so today I woke up really early so I can come into work. I have to come into work every Tuesday, and I took a dang test. Even though last night I said I wasn't going to do it anymore, I took a test and I didn't see any line. So obviously I was really sad. I cried on my way to work, very, very sad and upset. So I did what I said I was going to do. I said I'm going to throw the rest of them away, because if I'm going to continue to be tempted to take tests, and I just need to stop, because I'm like driving myself crazy. So yesterday I came across this Facebook group. I can't remember if I said this or not, but I unjoined all the Facebook groups that I was in that had to do with the IVF process, because I just felt like it was beginning to be a bit much. So I found another one that I wasn't even in before, and I was just like, let me just join, because I kind of need that support from people that are going through this. And because I've just been searching on YouTube, because I'm just like, and every person that I'm finding, like I was saying this in the video from last night, every person that I'm finding is just not the same situation as me. Everyone that I'm finding, they were able to get a positive on their home pregnancy test, like 4 days post-transfer, 5 days post-transfer. They're able to like see the progression of a line. And so I wasn't able to find a situation where they weren't able to find a line on the home pregnancy test, but they still, went to do the beta and they were pregnant. So because I wasn't finding a case where that happened, it was really, really messing with me and making me feel like really, really down and discouraged. So I got approved into the group, and so I just wrote my post of my situation, and I've been getting some good feedback. A lot of the people are saying they didn't have any symptoms either, and either they didn't test, or that they didn't test at all, or they did test and they didn't have any inclination of them being pregnant on 6 days post-transfer. Some of them said, it's still kind of early for you to be getting a positive. So don't worry too much about the symptoms. Like, not everyone gets to have symptoms. And so that made me feel a lot better, actually. I just kind of needed to hear that, even though I still kind of feel like, I don't know, but it just made me feel less crazy, like, so, like, I just been obsessing about it, and it's just really, really, it's a lot to deal with. So that did kind of calm my nerves a little bit. So I threw away the pregnancy test. I'm not going to take anymore. I'm just going to wait it out until Friday and do the beta, and that will determine what happens, from there. So yeah, but when I was out inside my job, I felt like I was cramping a little bit. Like, it did feel like slight cramping. I don't know if I was just making it up in my mind, but I did feel like I was cramping a little bit. So I went to the bathroom to see if I saw any spotting, but no, there wasn't any spotting. but I definitely felt like I was cramping. Like it was really slight cramps. You know how you know what cramps feel like. And I felt like I was cramping a little bit. But I don't know. Maybe it was all in my head. I don't I don't know. But yeah, so I'm feeling a lot better than I was earlier this morning. I'm just, going through the process, telling you guys how I feel. I probably will, well, it depends on if something happens that makes me want to make a video, but I probably won't make another video until on Friday when I do the beta test. So tomorrow, thankfully, is the last day of work, and then I have Thursday and Friday off, so I'm just going to do my best to enjoy my days off, enjoy the 4th of July weekend, long 4-day weekend, go see some fireworks, eat some good food, and just still be happy and thankful for life. And yeah, I'm gonna do the best that I can. But this is definitely one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go home and eat something and just get back to work and try not to cry for the rest of the day or, for the rest of the week. Ooh. So, yeah. Hey, guys. So, now we need to get into the results, right? Like, so, sadly, my embryo transfer failed. And I found out, obviously, today that it failed. And I shed a few tears, but I wasn't like bawling my eyes out, for the simple fact that for the past week, I've already been going through it emotionally. I was crying a lot already, as you can see from the beginning of the video. I was kind of like hesitant about even putting that first video in here, but I figured it's a part of this process, and I want to keep this as authentic as possible. And so yeah, it failed, and I'm really obviously upset about it. But since I've already was feeling it, I'm not as upset, because I was already mentally and emotionally preparing myself for this to be the outcome. I just felt it in my heart that this transfer, it didn't work. I was holding on to hope for the last few days. I was really hopeful. I was positive. I wasn't moping around. So I'm proud of myself for doing that, and just trying to remain as strong as possible. So I will be able to do another transfer as soon as I get a period. We can start that process. As of right now, I have no idea what that's going to look like, what type of protocol it's going to be, if there's going to be any changes, if there's going to be any tests done. I honestly don't know. But if I had to predict, I probably won't do another transfer until probably, I'm shooting for September. I would like for it to be August, because obviously the sooner the better. I would love to like try this again. I'm excited to try again, but just based off of like predictions, I feel like it probably will be September or something like that, maybe even October. I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna have to start the process all over again. I am definitely upset, but once I got the news, I just went to the movies. But once I got to the movies, I kind of didn't want to be there anymore. I kind of wanted to leave, but I stuck it out and I stayed for the movie. And yeah, I honestly made a complete different video for this. I was just going to make it just one part, just one video, but I was just like, no, I gotta put the parts leading up to this, to the results, just because I feel like that's the right way to do it, just so you guys could see the emotional roller coaster that I went on. And just like I said, just keep it out as authentic as possible. This one failed, but this is also something that I was, you know, preparing myself for. That's why I did 2 egg retrievals. That's why I wanted to have the most embryos as I possibly could. So now I'm down 1 and I have 4 embryos left. This time around, I'm just gonna, I didn't necessarily choose embryo. This first time I did choose a gender, but I didn't choose a specific embryo. So this next time, I'm just gonna tell them, just pick the best one, whichever one y'all feel is the best, and whatever gender that is. I kind of know what the gender is, but hey, I don't know like how they're going to do it. So so yeah, you guys, it failed and we have to try again. It's really, really sad. I know I may not seem sad, but like I've just been preparing myself for this. Like I felt it. Honestly, I felt it on the transfer day. Like I don't know, something, I just felt off. Like I just felt, just felt it. I don't know how to explain it. It just didn't really feel as good as I thought that I would feel. Like throughout this whole week, I don't remember actually feeling happy about it or excited or looking forward to the results. It's been a dreading process, honestly. So next time around, I hope that I can get that feeling, that good gut feeling, like, okay, it's gonna work this time. Like really, not just say it because I'm supposed to say it, but actually feel that. I hope that next time I can actually feel that way and feel good, and hopefully it works. I'm hoping and praying that the next time it works, because I don't know. But I do want to say thank you for all the support. Thank you for everyone who has wanted this bad for me and prayed that it worked for me, and is still praying and hoping for the best for me. I really, really do appreciate it. This time it didn't work, but we're gonna try again, and I'm not giving up just yet. So yeah. Until next time, I probably will make another video as soon as I get some type of idea of what the next steps will be and where we go from here. So thank you again for watching, and until next time.